All right, cool. Well, if everybody's ready, we're going to pop this thing off. Welcome, everybody, to episode 55 of Bro Football Focus, the T Sizzle Terrell Suggs episode. I'm Hunter. With me, as always, except for those few times, are Jake.
Hello.
And Austin.
What's going on?
And after another hiatus and a while, we're back to our night side recording to maybe try and get all of our faithful 3 viewers some pertinent content that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Also, so before we even start, Jake, I was talking to your dad because I'm moving, and I was talking to him before he left. It was my last chance to see him. He told me that he skips my parts in the podcast.
Ooh.
yeah, he told me that as well. I didn't know that. He told me that on the way back from the airport. Yeah, and he said he just doesn't like your takes or your opinions, and he likes Austin's and likes to listen to me because I'm his son. And that anytime you say, "Well," he just skips.
Oh,
Like, that's cold.
So I was just about to say, well, but
really red.
No, you're fine. Maybe you're just a little sunburnt. But I don't think it's for football takes. I think it's mainly when we start talking about political stuff.
Yeah, because you're
I won him over with my anti-vax rhetoric.
Because Austin is, right-wing conservative, and I allegedly, seem libtarded a little bit, even though I'm very, very moderate. But so I thought that was funny, and I told him, I was like, listen, that's not a good thing to do. You should listen to your opposition and try and meet somewhere in the middle. But he just doesn't listen.
Do you want his live response?
There he is.
Wait, no, don't pass on. No, where's the fast forward button?
Oh, I see what he's doing. Well, good. We were almost going to have you on as a real guest, but I'm glad we have you here as a side guest. That's sweet.
Yeah, you can be the Packers correspondent.
Yeah, I gotta get my shirt on.
Stop skipping. But all right, so let's just hop right into it. We have what I'm going to call alleged breaking news, because I don't think this is going to happen. I think this is all cap flying around. But apparently, the Texans and Dolphins could have a Deshaun Watson deal done this week, with allegedly a third team getting involved.
Yeah. So this guy, John McClain, I guess he's pretty reputable through the NFL. A lot of people
I know a lot about John McClain, being an AFC South kind of guy. He's a
I mean, just looking at this dude's profile picture, you got to kind of trust his word on anything.
He was one of the first people to come out and say Deshaun Watson's not a diddler, so take that with what you will.
Well, I mean, if he gives me a food recommendation, I'm definitely taking it.
He probably lives in Houston, knows some good food trucks, some good barbecue spots. But this other guy as well, Cody M. Davis, who I guess is a Houston beat reporter, says that the Washington football team is trying to get in on the action, and they're going to do a 3-way trade that would send Tua to the Washington football team. The Dolphins would get Deshaun Watson, and then the Texans, I guess, are sticking with Davis Mills. So
that seems really complicated.
Now, what do the Texans get out of this?
Probably just to get Deshaun Watson off their salary cap and to get rid of all the rumors surrounding his diddling.
Which are all still rumors.
They're all rumors. Nothing's been proven.
Well, what do you guys think? You think Deshaun's going to be on the move, or do you think he's sticking around for a little bit? Because either way, even if he does get moved, probably won't play this year.
I definitely think he will get moved, and I think the trade deadline's coming up here pretty soon. So
like 14 days.
Yeah, it'll probably pop off this week. There's no reason for the Texans to keep him. He was already, like, before the rumors and leaks and stuff all happened and all these allegations, he was already out the door pretty much. Like, they were trying to find a trade partner. They were asking for too much. And then he kind of ruined his worth, or whatever happened with that. His reputation went down, and now they're just trading him for whatever they can get. Because I don't think he's ever going to play for them again, even if he was acquitted or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't know if I could see him maybe playing if he, well, even in the Washington football team trade, like, he wouldn't be going there. So, like, it wouldn't make any sense from my perspective why the Dolphins would give up their, like, first pick like literally after what, last year, this year.
Tua stinks. He just lost to the Jaguars.
Yeah, Tua stinks, and something happened where it was like pretty official. It came from like high up in the Dolphins earlier this year. They leaked that they were looking at trading for Deshaun Watson. So it's like I
see.
think the owner or whatever of the team definitely prefers Deshaun over Tua. Maybe he didn't want Tua in the first place, and the GM just drafted him or whatever.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm gonna lock it in right now. Deshaun's not getting traded this calendar year.
Or saying not traded and not playing.
Yeah, both of those.
I'm gonna go ahead and say traded and will play, and then one of us will be right, and we'll be able to put on Twitter.
And then I will say
traded but won't
traded
play.
Won't play. Yeah.
Nice,
Well, I don't know if I wanted to go won't traded will play or will traded won't play, but I'll say will trade won't play.
All right, let's all lock those answers in real quick.
Third. Sure. What was that was?
What?
Like, what was that? BFF certified or whatever the fuck that stands for?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember.
Jake, we need you to get some kind of graphic with us pressing it in.
Yeah.
Red hot steam.
Yeah. No, once I have a little free weekend here, I'll definitely be able to whip up some fun graphics.
Sweet. It's one thing we definitely need is fun graphics.
I might even have party hats animated on us the whole time. Like, whoa.
I don't know if you guys have watched any of my uncle's YouTube videos, but shout out to Tom Finds Treasure if you guys are into coins or just fun travel stuff. But he has cool graphics. He works in a Windows Movie Maker, and he'll have like a sparkle come up or like some confetti pop sometimes. It's good.
Nice.
Listen, Windows Movie Maker is where it all started.
He's got more subs and interactions than we do.
Like I said, it's where it all started.
Sometimes the less is more, you know. So maybe we should switch back to Windows.
He has the Charmin Ultra approach to video editing. The less is more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess we're bringing, since we're timely now, we're timely again, we can bring everybody's favorite segment back, the Thursday night pick'ems.
Yeah.
This Thursday, we got Broncos-Browns, and the Browns are riddled with injuries. Out, we have Baker Mayfield, Odell, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, JOK, Jack Conklin, questionable, Jedrick Wills, questionable, JC Treader, questionable, AJ Green. Oh, AJ Green, the cornerback.
Yeah.
He's out. And Jadeveon Clowney is questionable. So, yeah, Browns are going to be running with Case Keenum and Dearness Johnson. Dearness Johnson's a cool name, but I don't know if it'll be enough to overcome another questionable Teddy Bridgewater.
And I think even worse than having both their starting running backs out is all
more
three.
Than half of their line.
Yeah, all three, both tackles and the center. So backup center snapping it to backup quarterback, handing to backup running back.
Now,
backup running back.
Honestly, if you have three of your starting linemen out, it would take everybody else, make them healthy. If three of your starting linemen are out, you might want to pull your starting quarterback back a little bit. Just see
you're going up against.
They're just smoking the quarterback. Like, we'll just leave the second team guy in.
Yeah, you're going up against Von Miller, so he's going to be smoking them.
No, but interesting Broncos thing. So on the Barstool Sportsbook, if you bet like X amount of money, you're supposed to get some like sweatshirt. But also, Barstool is having a watch party in Denver tomorrow, and Dave Portnoy, Big Cat, and PFT are going to be there. So maybe I roll up and say, hey, Dave, how about you take your fucking podcast name down, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Jake, I was honestly kind of mad at you when you started talking about this because I thought you were going to be like, oh, I'm going to go. It's going to be so cool. I'm going to meet Dave Portnoy. I'm glad you took that.
Yeah. Maybe you can pitch the podcast to him. We can get a sweet deal.
I'll be like, listen to this, right?
I need to steal it.
Sports and comedy. No one's ever done it. You're right.
It's innovative.
$1 billion.
It's cutting edge.
Yeah, like, hey, you were the first BFF, and I'm here to fucking strike you down.
Yeah. And if not, you'll be getting a word from our lawyers. A cease and desist.
Vendetti.
Speaking of which, do you suggest that?
You think Chetty Vendetti would give us a free consult?
He lost his lawyer license a long time ago.
Hitting bars on Dave Portnoy. He heard a diss track on him.
We'd have to go
Yeah.
to his brother Joseph Venditti.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
You think he also spits bars or no?
No, he's not flamboyant at
I
all.
don't know what to say.
But so with all these injuries, guys, who are you picking in the pick'ems?
I'll go Broncos, right? We'll
Yeah.
say Broncos 32-11.
Whoa.
30
Austin?
to 11. I'm also going to go Broncos, but I think Case Keenum will make it a little bit closer. I'm thinking 28 to 21.
Oh, what the fuck?
Browns 24-21.
Whoa.
Very bold.
You said 22-21?
24-21.
And Hunter, are you relying on Donovan Peoples-Jones because both Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry are out?
Talking about DVPPJs?
I'm actually relying on what's his name, like Andrew Callahan.
Who's that?
Isn't that one of their receivers?
Oh, I don't know the depth chart of the Browns that well.
David Njoku.
Oh, yeah. David Njoku is probably going to get involved.
The Chief, they call him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hunter
All
or
right.
Austin
Okay.
Hooper, maybe.
So we got the pick'ems. We're running right through this. So we got a little graphic here that is claiming that Derrick Henry is the best running back of all time. I don't know about that. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, whatever.
Well,
I
what
think
I'm
he's
saying
kinda
is,
slow and small and weak.
so before the Bills game, I watched Derrick Henry's high school highlights just because he is the all-time leading rusher in high school history of any player that's ever played high school football ever. So I went and I watched his highlight. He literally just runs like a 70-yard touchdown every time he touches the ball. And
Dude, it's crazy.
it was absolutely ridiculous. But then I was thinking about like how many carries he got in high school. Like he had 12,000 yards rushing in high school alone. Then he went to Alabama. They ran the shit out of him. Like he had so many carries. He had like 300 something carries his senior year. And everyone was saying, oh, is he getting too many carries? Is he getting too many carries? He goes to the NFL. They like didn't use him right the first 2 years until Vrabel got there. And then he just like, he gets more and more carries every year. His yards per carry is going up every year pretty much.
Well, it's
Like-
going to be hard to catch up to Frank Gore.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Derrick Henry built like that? Do you think he can survive long enough to maybe get into that top couple guys there?
I mean, obviously, if he keeps the pace, sure. But if what everybody says comes into fruition and the tread is getting a little bare, then
Yeah.
I don't know. Because when was the last time Derrick Henry was snapped up? Are we just waiting for the big tear?
I don't know if he's ever been snapped up, but I didn't look into it.
And with that, that's a lot of potential energy building up.
Mhm.
And kinetic right out of his knee. But because especially since he's so big and so strong, the best way to tackle him is by going low. So I could see just like a shitty side tackle is what, and obviously don't want to put bad energy out there. I hope he doesn't get injured. But since people are inherently tackling him lower, like injuries happen,
Yeah, but
I hope that doesn't happen. A
I
little
think
funny.
he's. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say a funny anecdote about Emmitt Smith. I remember the last year before Maurice Jones-Drew went to the Raiders. He was like, I don't know, he's probably like 27 or 28 years old. And he was getting, not post game, but like training camp interviewed or something. And he was like, yeah, I think I could definitely catch Emmitt Smith.
Oh,
There's
I
just no way.
mean,
You're like 27. You're not even like halfway there. There's no way.
Emmitt Smith has 18,355 yards.
No,
That's-
that's true.
That's so ridiculous.
So I think Emmitt Smith is only so good because the Cowboys were able to like hand it off to him with a lead a lot at the end of games.
Oh yeah. And just he played behind one of the greatest offensive lines of all time.
Yeah. He's also really stupid.
And stupid makes you good?
Stupid is as stupid does, I believe they say.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's funny, like out of the top 3 rushers of all time, Emmitt Smith, like he wasn't fast, like he wasn't crazy strong. Like neither was Frank Gore. They just kind of are up there because of longevity and just pounding the ball over and over again for 15, 20 years. I feel like if Derrick Henry, like he's 27, he just ran 21.8 miles per hour against the Bills. And I don't think I've ever seen him run that fast. Like somehow he's gotten faster. He's obviously strong as hell. And he just like, I think he's pretty smart about how he runs. Like he never like trucks people over. He like stiff arms, gets out of bounds. Like gets the ball, stiff arm, gets out of bounds. And then sometimes he busts it loose and maybe he'll truck somebody if it's a safety.
It's the Dookie braid. It gives you power.
Yeah, something about it.
It's like the eye of Bandera. It's the poo-poo.
Yeah. He wasn't really popping off until then, you know?
Yeah. Someone needs to dive and rip it off and then make him lose his power.
Yeah. One time,
just
Jason,
horrible. Like he's slow, fucking trips over everything.
So a long time ago, a Jaguars defensive end named Jason Babin, they were playing the Cardinals, and he ripped out some dude's dreadlocks. I don't remember who it was, but he like held him up like a trophy at the end of the play, and it was very strange.
Oh God.
Because that would have hurt somebody really bad. Yeah. Cardinals.
If not like that much, like a little spot of hair, that would fucking suck.
Yeah, it's rough. So yeah, Derrick Henry, if he keeps it up, he'll be the GOAT. Whatever. Nobody cares about Derrick Henry.
Hunter's just such a hater. He's such a Titans hater.
So it was funny because at work, we have a girl who moved up here from Tennessee, and she's a Titans fan, and I call her a mayo eater all the time. She doesn't like it. But she came up to me Monday night and was like, hey, the Titans beat the Bills. And I was like, oh, that's fine. The only team I like less than the Titans is the Bills.
Oh, Hunter. How are you going to hate on the Bills more than the Titans?
You know I hate the Bills. It's because they were in a similar place in the Jaguars not too long ago, and they just took opposite directions, and it stinks.
Yeah, that was quite the game. I feel bad. I feel bad for Josh Allen, you know.
I don't.
I mean, he totally slipped. He definitely totally slipped, but I can't whoever the D lineman that had him, like his full arm, like he definitely stopped him. It was just that and the slip. But like
the guy who stopped him is Jeffrey Simmons, and this is his like second or third year in the NFL. He's a fucking beast. Like he's he's up there with Chris Jones and them. Like
you're like taking on a block here and then reach your arm out and just be like,
he's not up there with Chris Jones and them.
Yeah, he's up there, dude.
He's maybe like a tier below.
If there's an A tier, it's Donald and Jones, and then the B plus tier.
You wouldn't put Vita Vea in the A plus tier?
Maybe.
Yeah, I would put him in there.
I'd put him in there, maybe. I just think like as a pass rusher, both those guys are better than Vita Vea by a little bit.
So there's only
a good amount.
A plus.
This isn't a Titans podcast, guys.
But that's what I was gonna say about Jeffrey Simmons is Hunter. Hunter doesn't recognize the greatness of Jeffrey Simmons or Darius Leonard from the Colts because he's a Colt.
I like Jeffrey Simmons.
All right. Or Kevin Byard. I've heard you talk some shit on Kevin Byard as well.
Yeah. Who else has been talking about Kevin Byard lately? No one. Because he stinks now.
Well, you got to pick. Yeah.
On Josh Allen.
Whatever, dude. I think it was a broken play.
I will say, I don't know if it was last week or the week before when I said that I thought Josh Allen should be having more explosive electric plays. That game was super electric from like beginning to end. And I was like, okay. Yeah, no, super good.
Unfortunately, with that game, I knew the Bills had lost the moment that there was a moment in the second quarter, I believe, where Josh Allen ran the ball up the middle or something on a scramble, and he was on the ground. And this Titans linebacker, I think it was Rashaan Evans, acts like he's gonna help Josh up. Josh goes to grab his hand. The guy goes, psych. And then Josh, like, I saw his cheeks. They zoomed in with the camera. His cheeks turned red. He was embarrassed. I'm like, oh, dude, he just got punked
Did you
on
also
live TV.
When he ran for that first down and just didn't get it, and he kind of like landed a little weird?
Yeah.
He stood up and like looked at somebody. It was like gave like a little like, that did not feel good. And I was like, oh no,
Well,
Austin, what are you gonna do later on in this? And I don't want to put anything out there, but what are you gonna do if he's gazelling down the sideline and then I don't know, someone comes in like a Chase Young comes in and just like breaks his leg,
smushes him.
listen, I worry about that. And the way the Bills use him, like they're fucking pounding it with him on like 3rd and 1. Like we need to get a running back. We need to get a Haas running back that can take some pounding. And then he gets hurt. Oh, you just get another running back. They go in the league every year.
Well, and also like he runs for the first down. Like he slides, but like he will go after it. And it's just like, oh, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. But
as long as he doesn't have the foaming mouth that Danny Dimes had, which can we talk about how Danny Dimes last week got knocked the fuck out, was foaming at the mouth, couldn't walk. They had to cart him off the field, and he somehow passed concussion protocol in less than a week, played Sunday, threw 3 picks and fumbled the ball away.
For rabies?
No, I don't think so.
There you go. They don't test for pussy juice and they don't test for rabies.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, they should start testing because there's something wrong with that.
Maybe on that shirt we can have the don't test for pussy juice in the front, and then in the back it's also they don't test for rabies.
And it's
they do a bunch of neurological blue tent tests, but I don't think they do the eye test. Like if he's just looking a little funky and
the way
at the mouth.
The way those baselines work, like Jake and I, we took those in high school on our senior year, I think. And it's like easy questions. And if you want to, when they give you the baseline test, you can just make yourself already seem stupid, get the concussion later on. And it's just like, that's just what my baseline is.
Have you ever done the concussion testing?
I think I've only ever been concussed twice in my life. Once when I fell off a swing set, and once when I was swinging on a chin-up bar and I fell off. I had to wear a neck brace at school. It was embarrassing.
Both swing involved.
Yeah.
So like when they do it, it's like memory-based thing.
Yeah.
So it'll like show you a shape and then be like, remember what direction this shape is facing. And then you're like, okay, this one, or it'll be like, we're going to flash some colorful lines and shapes and then tell us the order they came in. It's just like random dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And like, but when I was taking it, I was like, I know people that they would be like, oh, you were born concussed. Like literally you are not right in the head. Just like, Christ. But yeah, no, Austin's totally right. If you just go like wrong, they're like, well, it's impossible for this guy to get concussed. Maybe that's what Danny Dimes did. He was literally foaming out the mouth, but he fucked it.
He definitely didn't. Didn't Danny Dimes like ace the Wonderlic or something?
I don't know, but he went to Duke. I'm sure he's a smart dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't have to do good in school to go there. That's just a front.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to do better to go to Duke than you have to go to wherever Bull went.
Yeah, but that's like saying like Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard and he also had the highest Wonderlic of all time. Like I feel like the guys who choose to go to those schools, they're going there because they also want to get an education. They're pretty smart. Like Andrew Luck went to Stanford, had like a ridiculous Wonderlic.
I don't know, but you know who's looking pretty smart right now?
Who's that?
It's Urban Meyer. Because he took a trip across the pond and he beat the Miami Dolphins in London, and it was pretty cool.
He squished the fish.
Yeah, squished the fish. First win of the season. Trevor allegedly can't win in the States, which is problematic. But yeah, we did it. That's the Jaggin corner for this week.
Maybe you guys should have grabbed some of that British soil, brought it back to the States, taped it to the bottom of his cleats so he thinks he's playing above British soil.
That
Absolutely.
or also
Done that.
can the air. So when he's doing bad, he can run to the sideline and be like, go, go, go,
Oh,
go.
looks like Trevor needs some oxygen.
I
The tank
will
just has a little
say
British flag on
the Dolphins were without Xavier Howard and Byron Jones.
it. Ooh.
So, like, if you're not going to win this, when are you going to win?
Now, Hunter, since I guess it's Jag and corner related, do you think the John Gruden mayhem has made everyone forget about the Urban Meyer pushing that girl away from him?
No, not even the John Gruden stuff. I think just winning did that. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Once you start winning, nothing else matters.
He's a winner.
No, like I said,
Why
if they
wouldn't
were
you push the girl
if they
away?
were 4-0 when that happened and not 0-4, they would have been like, oh, look at Urban, look at what he's doing out there. It would have been fine. Like
Yeah.
nobody cares. If John Gruden was undefeated, it probably would have been like, oh, okay.
So Hunter,
Man.
what was the bright spot of this London game? Who stepped up to get them their first dub of the season?
It's cool to watch Trevor because he has like legitimately gotten better every game. Like there's been improvement every single game. So I mean, if that continues for the rest of his career, he'll be the best quarterback all time. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Offensive line's playing good. That's nice. Secondary stinks. Got to fix that defense.
Now, do you think if the Jags were to lose the rest of their games, the only win being in a different country, do you think that'll prompt more like, Turkmenistan game and like Antarctica game?
No, because that's already in the plans. The Mexico games, the Roger Goodell wants a China game. So that's all gonna happen either way.
They're gonna do whatever makes the most money.
Yeah. Oh, well, then China game is definitely going to happen. If they can
Shanghai Sharks.
get China on to be football fans,
Yeah.
Roger's going to come out with diamond encrusted diamonds.
Oh yeah.
But so overall, it's just nice. I haven't felt a victory Monday in a while, so that's pretty cool. I had to wake up at like 9:30, which was
I
weird.
went to bed just like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It was interesting. Probably won't feel another one of those in a while because Trevor was the first rookie QB to win in London and the first rookie QB to ever snap a 20-game losing streak. So that's pretty cool.
20 games.
Yeah.
The last game they won was the Colts last year opening game.
One. Yeah.
Oh.
you can go into the as a janitor to give your own like pep talk to the whole team,
Yeah. All right, guys.
You're up on mustache, like it was me. Like who didn't fucking help anything? Who are you still?
Hey,
One stranger to another stranger.
Jake, since we have him here, I'd like to take the time for a new segment. Is there anything so far that your dad's had a problem with that I said?
Oh, let's get to
No, everything's been going good, Hunter.
I just want to make sure.
there you have it.
You guys being space cadets out there?
You should have complimented the field goal kicker. I mean, come on, he
Yeah. So Josh Lambo, super bad marital problems. He's out of there. He's cut now. But the first one he made, it was literally like the commentator says nope when he kicked it because it was like here, and then it hooks in somehow. I've never seen that before. And then he kicks
This is the Jags kicker?
Yeah, Nick Wright is his name.
Yeah, he both clutch moment where he made the field goal both times.
Never made a 50-plus yarder. Well, I think it was like he's never made an NFL kick before, and he comes in and he does that. Did you see the kick I'm talking about, Austin?
Oh, no, I did see that kick. The one that
weird
goes
one
out.
that's like,
yeah.
It's weird, but yeah, then he hits the game winner. So good for him.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you said something about the kicker. That's all.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure you're not having issues with anything I'm saying. All right, so Austin, you want to tell us about some league happenings?
Yeah, just a couple things here. The Packers have just they're expected to sign Whitney Merciless. Nothing has happened yet, but the Texans cut Merciless a couple days ago, and he has 3 sacks in 6 games this year.
So do you think the Packers are in win now mode after bolstering their linebacker core like this with Jalen Smith a few weeks ago?
I think they got snapped up on defense, and they're trying to fill holes that they had there, and maybe holes they didn't realize that they had. But I feel like they got some decent guys. Like, I can't remember if who got hurt on their defense, but they got some snappage definitely. But as long as you have Aaron Rodgers, you'll be in the hunt.
True. Yeah. If you have Aaron Rodgers, you're always in win now mode. Allegedly, Stephon Gilmore, talking about the Panthers, said this is a place I've always wanted to play. You think that's true? I think that's a lie.
See, my worry is, if that's true, is everyone just unhappy on the Patriots? He's saying he's always wanted to play there.
Well, he grew up in Carolina. He went to South Carolina University.
Makes sense.
So I think he's probably just playing for the hometown.
So yeah, probably moved back in with his parents.
But
Yeah.
back to what you said. I think the Patriot way is all well and good when you're winning, but as soon as you're not, it's going to be like, you serious, Bill? You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody's going to want to be doing that anymore.
I definitely see that. It's like being part of the empire after all the fucking Star Destroyers got blown up. You're like, you're still going to be fucking pissed at me.
Quick aside about the Empire. You guys think it's weird that in the movies you never really see them doing anything bad?
Well,
yeah, I mean, they're just angry. That's all.
no one ever said they're bad. They're just on the dark side.
Yeah, but they're just labeled like that. And then these aggressors are coming in, blowing their stuff up. Like, what have we ever seen the Empire do that was bad besides blow up a planet?
Didn't they kill Luke's mom and dad, or his aunt and uncle?
Lars, Uncle Lars.
Yeah, Uncle Lars and Auntie
Aunt Veru.
Aunt Veru.
I don't
Didn't
know.
they blast them and burn their bodies?
But that's because
That's not bad.
that's because Luke found out who he was, and he's going to bring balance to the Force. They couldn't have that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I just think they're bringing like safety and like.
Well, no, you have to understand the Empire. Palpatine was the one to call what is it, Order 66?
Yeah, but Jake, the Jedi weren't that cool either. They weren't doing awesome stuff.
Yeah,
They
but
were kind of just hanging out.
to kill everyone. Just kill everyone. Everyone's like, okay. It's like, it's not super.
Well, it was a power grab because he
okay.
was the Senate.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, Jake, but before he called in Order 66, Jar Jar Binks actually relinquished all Senate control to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because someone gave Jar Jar a Senate position, a Senate majority position for some reason.
Yeah, because Jar Jar is fucking stupid.
I don't know, but
What a
we can
dick.
talk about that on the Star Wars show.
For Empire Government Breakdown podcast.
Is the Pirates of the Caribbean episode done yet?
Oh fuck! No, as soon as I mean, my dad's been like, and I'm working.
And he wants to see it. It's the best episode we've ever done.
Once I get a full free day, I'll just sit down
And it's not even going to make sense now. None of the info.
I will just cut out the Pirates of the Caribbean part.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the only part that's evergreen.
Yeah, so I'll cut that part out and I'll say pulled from the vault, Pirates of the Caribbean hot takes.
Yeah. Jake will like clip up relevant stuff that will lay the backstory of what we were talking about at that point in time.
So I'll have in this episode, we'll reference, since we're referencing that one, we'll say like previously, then right now we'll play that full episode and then we'll come right back and be like, oh, wasn't that great?
Can we scrap our current intro and do like a crawl at the beginning where like text comes up and it talks about stuff?
Most recently on BFF, we left off talking about Pirates of the Caribbean.
That'd be cool.
Jake, do you know who? Oh,
I could play all the episodes that aren't edited at like 10
super
times
fast.
speed.
Yeah.
And be like, wasn't that hilarious? Slow that down to a tenth of the speed.
we'll say every time someone says something, it increases the speed.
Yeah, that'll get a lot of clicks.
Like
Yeah.
every time we get another viewer, it increases speed, and it's like 1.5 speed. We're like, well, okay.
Pro Football Focus, but every time Hunter says "well," it increases the speed by 10 times. Jake, do you know who Master Sifo Dyas is?
Master Cipher DA.
Master Sifo Dyas.
No,
All right. Well, then tell
He's
us
the one
about
that placed
Twitter.
the order. Ah,
sorry.
the order for the clones.
Is this episode 3?
2.5.
Learn about him in 2.
Okay, yeah. It's by the time you get there, it's hard to soak in everything.
On the planet Camino,
Sure. Wait,
Jango
we don't want 2 big fucking those 2.
Dex sent Obi-Wan there.
Yeah, Ton Wee was there. She gave the tour.
I don't know the tour guide. Ton Wee.
You don't know Ton Wee, the Camino and tour guide?
No.
She's got the long neck.
Nope.
All right. Well, tell us about the Twitterverse, Jake.
Okay. I mean, I didn't prompt any of this, but looks like
I don't have a prompter.
Antonio Brown said Big Ben was trash, Juju was nothing without him, and John Gruden was racist. He was really ahead of his time, says Matt Daniel at Matt_NFL_. Yeah, so is he actually crazy? I don't think so. I think it's proof that he doesn't have CTE.
It seems like he was pretty spot on.
I feel like there was 7 or 8 other alarming things that happened in that off season, but yeah, I think AB is having the last laugh right now.
Yeah, especially because he's fucking just won a Super Bowl.
He's just won a Super Bowl. He's balling out this year. He's playing really well. Big Ben's looking like ass.
Stadium he won the Super Bowl in inside the ring. That's crazy.
Yeah, Juju's been trash and had season-ending surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much anybody could have guessed that Juju was not not the man.
Yeah.
Juju's the man.
Well,
on
not anymore.
TikTok. Ravens defensive coordinator Wink Martindale was talking about Justin Herbert, and he said he's one of those guys that could throw a strawberry through a battleship. So I think he's talking about Justin Herbert's arm strength there, but I'm going to let Wink Martindale know that that's impossible. The strawberry would explode.
Not his knowledge on battleships' weak points.
100%. And I will also say, Wink Martindale is not the first person I've heard say this. 3 weeks ago, Colin Cowherd said this. He was talking about Justin Herbert and how he's the coolest thing about him isn't the arm. He's like, that kid, he could throw a football through the side of a battle.
Wow.
But the cool thing about Justin Herbert is he holds off on that. He'll hit the checkdowns and whatnot. He's cool. He's composed. Pulls that out when he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Colin Cowherd said it first.
So maybe Wink Martindale listens to Colin Cowherd, and this is just, what would you call that?
Parallel thinking.
Parallel thinking.
Oh, I thought you were talking like he was like stealing his takes.
Parallel thinking.
Parallel thinking is the legal term if you were defending against stuff
Like,
you stole.
let's say you were Jake. Let's say you were Amy Schumer, and somebody said
Yeah.
you were stealing everybody's jokes, and you just said, "Oh, I just parallel thought that."
Yeah.
So if Amy Schumer said Justin Herbert could throw a kiwi through a pirate ship, then it's just parallel thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. But in that case, she would have said strawberry through a battleship.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But this was also the classic, hype someone up and then completely smack them up in the football game because the Ravens ended up beating the shit out of the Chargers.
Is this old? Yeah. Okay. So this is week 5.
Yeah, we're on week 7, the upcoming. Martindale just said this before Sunday.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Josh Allen thing.
Oh yeah, no, this one is from week 5.
Because I was gonna say, how could you win the MVP if you lost?
Yeah.
I am pissed that I didn't realize the Nickelodeon stream was that game. Because that would have been sweet.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Nickelodeon stream would actually be cool if they had better commentators. Like if the real commentators just did it with like the digital slime, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But we'll be there in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's
I'm sure
because we have
Nickelodeon execs are going to see the jokes we make here. They're going to be like,
yeah,
we need those guys.
we have a graphic here of Josh Allen winning the Nickelodeon MVP last week. So the
Yeah.
Bills now have 2 MVPs.
The only team in NFL history to have 2 MVPs.
Or 1 for that
No,
matter.
the Bears had 1 last year.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch Trubisky. Now he's on the Bills.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're right. You're right. Okay. So now we have the or the bizarro universe, Jason Pierre-Paul, Kentucky outside linebacker, JJ Weaver, who has 6 fingers on his right hand.
What the fuck?
So no, allegedly this image is not digitally enhanced or altered. Hopefully,
No way.
if he has, for you listeners out there on Spotify, Apple Music, or SoundCloud, this guy has 6 fingers on one hand, and they're all looking pretty normal. Like the pinky and the ring are kind of smaller.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they have like less function or motion,
Is
but
that
if those
still
things are
on, though?
if those things are completely dexterous, he's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are some hits.
OBJ catching ball every single time.
Yeah.
And see, now here's my thing. Can he give someone the middle finger?
No,
Or is this the middle finger?
no, yeah, he
He can. It just technically it wouldn't be the middle finger.
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're not counting his thumb, it's most certainly a middle.
And then what
I
do you
can
call
tell
the-
which one's the middle though.
Yeah.
Even though they're even.
Yeah. So be thumb, index, middle, ring. What's the pinky? What's in between the pinky and the ring? What do you call that one?
Second index.
The stinky.
See, that would be interesting. That second one still has like the same dexterity as like your pointer, not like your pinky little baby one.
Yeah.
his pinky kind of looks like the guy from Scary Movie 2's thumb. The guy who a strong hand.
It'd be cool if the Bucks drafted him and JPP became good friends and he surgically donated one of his fingers.
I think JPP would need more than 1 finger, but
See,
yeah.
what's interesting to me, if you cover his fingers up, like his hand structure is pretty normal looking.
He's got some big mitts on him.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
I mean, looking at this picture, I don't know why we all don't have 6 fingers.
It does look fair. I didn't realize what it was at first, and I was like, wait a second, something's wrong here.
You thought he was just waving at you.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know if it's the surface area of his palm or like how big his thumb is, but he looks like he could grip the shit out of something. Like if he's holding a baseball bat and you're trying to take it from him or something, it's not gonna happen.
If he was doing one of those grip things at the orangutan exhibit at the zoo, he would.
If he had to open like a pickle jar or something, like imagine the traction he would
you
get.
could probably open the bottom just by going and breaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. So
yeah, but that's
everybody,
JJ Weaver. Yeah.
You heard it here first. BFF first alert. JJ Weaver from Kentucky is going to be big.
Yeah, watch out for him.
If he ever has like a pick 6, I hope he just like waves his hand around.
Now, do you think if he has like a one-handed pick 6, do you think the announcers will get canceled if they make a 6 and 6 joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's a softball toss to just crank out of the park, but they have to let that one as a ball.
They wouldn't get fired, but they would definitely have to give an on-air apology.
Yeah, they would totally. Yep.
We apologize for our insensitive remarks.
Speaking of-
regarding
Number 6.
Speaking of
And just to
insensitive
be safe,
remarks,
we will also apologize to number 5 and number 7. They were offended by association.
when you guys want to talk about Aaron Rodgers being kind of rude,
Yeah, so basically Aaron Rodgers playing the Bears in Chicago, and it was 1st and goal. The Packers were up by 3, and he just scrambled in a touchdown. I don't know if it was his second rushing touchdown of the day, but he ran one in nevertheless. Then he looked right at the Bears fans and basically said, all my life, I own you. I still own you. I still own you. So, it's just the Bears fans. They probably have been seeing this for quite some time. And we've all heard the rumors of Aaron Rodgers being a dick and saying shit on the field. But now we finally got a hot mic where we can hear it happen.
Now, this Google search, because I actually didn't see this and I was trying to look at the video, but it says Aaron Rodgers doesn't regret shouting. And the next one says Aaron Rodgers has no regrets. So that's 2 confirmed sources, Yahoo Sports and NFL. Oh, and then this one says, wow, 3 different ways. Doesn't regret shouting, has no regrets, and doesn't regret yelling. I mean, clearly he doesn't have any regrets.
He might as well just wear a no regrets shirt at this point.
Yeah.
For the press conference.
To let people know.
But I saw Tom Brady on Twitter also congratulated Aaron Rodgers on his ownership of the Bears. It's pretty funny.
Continue. I'm just gonna try to find this so I can hear him.
Yeah, this next one, Austin, is this Jerry Jones making out with his son?
Yeah, that's a big Jerry up in the press box, and I do believe that young gentleman is his son.
John Jones or Steve Jones?
Yeah. Now, this might be a classic, Belichick, they got the angle, they got the timing right when he was smooching his daughter, and it looks like they were making
It's
out.
like his mouth's pretty open.
Yeah. I mean, but when you're a billionaire, does it even matter at that point?
No, not really. I mean, if Robert Kraft can do what he does,
Yeah.
Jerry Jones can make out with his adult son.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Shout out to whoever snapped this image in the press box.
Yeah. So Austin, you got problems with the officiating?
Yeah. So basically, on the Derrick Henry run, the 76-yard one, like Jordan Poyer was the last guy who had a chance, and this wide receiver was holding the shit out of him. And then on the last kick return, when we were returning it in the fourth quarter, the last drive, Isaiah McKenzie took this kick return to the house. I think it was like 100 yards or something. And they called like this hold over here. It's like basically the same exact thing.
That's clearly a hold.
Yeah. But it was just a little bit of the double standard. I feel like if you're the Titans and you have Derrick Henry and you're running as many times as you do, you can just start holding people. He'll bust one loose.
Well, that, and every time a commentator has to talk about the holding call, as soon as it's a jersey, they're like, yeah, and that's what does it. Every single time you're going to get called every single time for that. That's what does it. And it's like,
you get outside the number box and you get a hold of the jersey.
Right here is being pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why are you doing that? Just keep your hands flat and push them.
Or cut them off. You'll never be able to hold if you don't have hands.
Yeah, I think mainly what I'm seeing from this tweet is play by the rules, guys.
Yeah. I just you start to wonder about these refs with all the legal
I think it should be all robots. I think you should take the human element out of it.
They should all be human elephant hybrids.
I think they should be Neuralink monkeys.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, see, I don't even think there should be like officiators. It should be a computer. There should be a chip in the ball, a chip in everybody's jersey, and some sensors on every yard line.
Yeah,
Tom Brady would just deflate the ball, remove the chip, put his own chip in there.
The Walmart 4K Skycam, make that obviously an 8K Skycam. That should happen already. But have just like 35 of them, just like, and then you just put it into the play judging machine, and it's just like, beep boop, penalty. It's like,
you broke the rules.
You will die.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Well, Patrick Mahomes' brother Jackson is kind of a jerk. Last week, the Washington football team retired the late safety Sean Taylor's number on a pretty clearly like chained off portion of the field. Like it's definitely like hey, these chains are up here because we don't want you to go here. Like it's just a square of chains with like a number in it. And if anybody saw that, they'd be like, okay, so I shouldn't stand on that.
You have to think he's a TikTok star, so he's a complete narcissist. And he's like, oh, finally they chained off an area for me to fucking dance. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What should be done?
So he's just right on it, and he's doing his little thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not cool.
Colorblind?
So
Can you tell the difference between red and green? Because then it might just look all gray to him, and he won't be able to tell.
maybe I don't know, but Jackson is the whoopsie because he stinks. That's not cool.
Yeah.
John Taylor. There's dead.
And he probably
Also-
doesn't feel bad.
The whole memorial could be a whoopsie because I feel like the Washington football team just kind of sprung it out of nowhere to cover up all the bad press they've been getting because they didn't have it like planned in advance or anything. Like there's all this stuff that came out about how like poorly planned it was.
You could also maybe do like a statue in the lobby or something.
Yeah.
Why would you just do like a spray painted on thing on the field?
Someone's bound to step on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just paint his number on the field and have
I mean,
Jackson Mahomes dance on it for a
Heck,
TikTok.
that NFL Network camera guy, his boots are almost on it.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah.
And it's a
alright.
game of inches.
Yeah. So what's going on? What is this in the whoopsie section with DK Metcalf?
So
Okay.
this is a bonus whoopsie of the week, a whoopsie number 2, if you will. And basically DK Metcalf, like as the game was ending, like drawing down to an end on the final drive, when they're trying to get in field goal range to tie it, he, instead of just going out of bounds, he like tried to stay in bounds. I think they like punched the ball out and he fumbled it, or he got tackled in bounds or something. The clocks kept running. So Shannon Sharp tweeted, "What was DK thinking? Why try to play hero in that situation?" And DK Metcalf quote tweeted, said, "Stop questioning me, little boy." Now, keep in mind, Shannon Sharp is a Gold Jacket Hall of Fame Haas tight end, like one of the very few people that's bigger than DK Metcalf. Like you can't call Shannon a little boy. And Shannon then responded, "Nothing to question. That was a dumbass play, and your pride won't let you admit it. You can't question anything I've done. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. Pray. Enjoy the rest of your day." And then DK Metcalf says, "From the looks of it, I can wipe my ass with yours. Continue to gossip, you washed up wannabe." But then I think DK actually Googled who Shannon Sharp was. And then he tweeted down here, "You know what? You're right, Shannon Sharp. I do pray my resume can be as good as yours."
Well, if you look in the footer, because I fucked that up like normal. This is the Broncos' response on Instagram, like directly
Yeah.
after all of this. And they
Yeah.
said, "Heard someone was looking for Shannon Sharp's resume."
So, like, did DK Metcalf just not know who Shannon Sharp was? Or
I put
did,
it right
like,
on the currency.
I think he did, but then he probably looked at the stuff and he was like,
oof,
"Yeah, it would be cool if I had what you had."
yeah.
Yeah, and the way they put it on, the way they posted this, back-to-back Super Bowl champion, 4 times first team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, led the Broncos in receiving 6 times, retired as the all-time leader in catches, yards, TDs by tight end. And then it goes to his Ravens accomplishments. Then it gives his awards: NFL All-Decade Team of the 1990s, member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, member of the Denver Broncos Ring of Fame. Then it gives references: John Elway, Terrell Davis, and Steve Adler. And then it says
Yeah.
Broncos Ring of Fame member and all-time winningest head coach Mike Shanahan. And like it was just like ETH. And this person in the comments says, "Fire the coaching staff and give the social media staff a raise."
Yeah. I don't think DK's ever going to be on an all-decade team.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, he maybe if like an all decade of, impressive physiques, but he's not making it for his gameplay.
No.
He's not out here putting in the work.
But speaking of gameplay, and Jake, I don't like that parentheses you have in there. I think you should take that right out.
I didn't say that. That wasn't me. I did not type this.
Austin, I think you should get that
Wait a
right
minute.
out of there,
Wait a
you
minute.
bigot.
I see Jake's name by it, so I don't think I put it in there.
We don't have to tell the audience, but I don't like that one bit. I think if that's what we want the reasoning to be, it should be able to be that.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's out now. So
All right, so we're going Austin, and make sure you put them 3, 2, 1. It's going Austin, me, Hunter. The fun game of the week is the top 3 players we would want to be roommates with. Now, I will add this contingency. This is not like living in their house. It's the same. It's the same house. You each have your own bedroom. It's not shitty. It's not a mansion. It's just like.
So we're not living within their means. We're just.
No.
But are they still an NFL player?
Yes. Yeah. Like
They're
literally
just-
like you two live together and like you split
We're just
rent
like-
and you both, it's a single family,
Why am I
2-bedroom home.
splitting rent with this guy who makes over $20 million?
So we have a domestic partnership with some NFL player.
But it has to be like a 50-50 split. Like it's not an extravagant house. It's not a shithole house. But you don't get to live in their mansion. It's just strictly because you want them to be your roommate.
Well, that's
Okay,
fair.
That's fine. That doesn't change my answers at all.
All right, Austin, go ahead.
All right. Starting off at number 3 on my list is Laurent Duvernay Tardif. And he's a guard for the Chiefs, and he's also a medical doctor. And I just feel like, a big hoss, if someone breaks into the apartment, he could probably throw down. And also, if we have any medical emergencies, I feel like he'd have it covered.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you guys be okay with non-current players?
That probably would
I
have
just
changed
went
my
with current
list.
players, but it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, my number 3 will be Julian Edelman because he understands video editing and he could help me with things.
He edits videos.
Yeah, like all the videos that he posts, like the Patriots hype videos, all of them he edits, like him by himself.
Yeah.
Does he edit Tom Brady's videos?
I think so.
How do you know he's not? He might be lying.
That'd be cool though, because we could be like, "Hey, young Julian, look that up. Bring that up, young Julian."
Yeah, and I'd be like, hey, look, I'm
Jules.
too busy. You have enough time in your hands now because you're retired. Can you like cut some fucking graphics for me, please?
Maybe we could hire him as an intern.
Yeah, that would be really good for him.
All right. Cool. I guess I like that after the explanation. So my number 3 is Kyler Murray because I think he is a fun dude. I like his Baby Yoda celebration he's been doing, but mainly it's because I'm taller than him.
Yeah.
And I like to be the alpha in the household. So Kyler Murray.
That's that's a similar thought line. Yeah, no, that's really funny. So when he brings over the ladies, they're like, "Oh my God, Kyler Murray! Whoa,
Who's this long-haired stallion?
He's towering over Kyle.
Kyler just has to scramble out of there. Scaring him.
All right, going back to me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So number 2 on my list, I'm gonna go with Tony Toe Tap, Antonio Brown, and I just
Feel like
want to
that would be
see.
pretty hostile.
Yeah, I just want to see what's going on behind the scenes. I just want to see how he ticks. And I feel like Antonio Brown, just being around him, his work ethic's infectious, just like Laurent Duvernay Tardif. Like I feel
Being
like,
around Antonio Brown.
yeah, I want to be around him.
Now, so Jake,
Yeah.
is there any way this can not be like just a duo situation, but it's like we live like it's all 4 of us in a house?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Cool. Not like us, but like our lists.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I got
It's
that.
like one of those dorms with the 4 rooms.
Yeah.
You're drafting your whole crew.
Yeah.
Sure.
But still in order of who we want most.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
So
cool.
my number 2, similar thought behind Hunter's answer. My number 2 is Josh Allen. He's not like super jacked at all, so I won't look like a fucking pile of mashed potatoes. And also, after having done our draft suits game, clearly he does not have super high fashion sense. So
Ah.
I would be the better dresser, and we would
Jake,
look similar physique wise. I'd be.
I honestly I think you're underestimating Josh Allen with the ladies. He plays the quiet, cool. He's cute. He's got the baby face, the facial hair.
That's okay. But I'll just pull out in some like styling ass thing, and he's like,
Okay.
I could never wear that, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You couldn't.
Okay. And that's coming from a Josh Allen hater.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is coming from a Josh Allen fan.
But Jake, at the end of the day, he's 6'5", 240 pounds, and has $100 million contract.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
those
We're still living in the Highlands.
Yeah.
you'll never see
No.
be on GQ magazine of best fashionable man like fucking DeAndre Hopkins.
No, but you will see him on Kids GQ riding Stephon Diggs.
Taking our fucking name.
Now, Jake, in this situation, are you like living under Josh Allen's bed?
Yeah, sure. I'll live. All three of my picks will have the same bed, but I will sleep underneath it.
Nice. That's a little inside college joke for us. But my number 2 is the Indianapolis Colts kicker, Rodrigo Blankenship.
I'm just trying to be the alpha.
I saw an article the other day that said he like one of his favorite things to do is like play with Legos. So
with his specs on?
Yeah, I'd just be doing cool stuff and he'd be in there like playing with Legos and stuff. So yeah, similar reasons to Kyler Murray. I'm taller, like I think I'm cooler than Rodrigo Blankenship. So he's my number 2.
You like wake up in the middle of the night to get some water, you step on a Lego, you're like, God damn it, clean this shit up.
Rodrigo.
It's also because I feel like both of those guys that I've said so far have like Casey roommate tendencies where they'd be like quiet, not imposing. You're not really going to hear from them a lot. Like Antonio Brown, he's going to be like a dingo type.
Yeah, but
like,
Dingo is fun, and it's
he was, and I'm
you
not
get it
saying
on the
he wasn't.
Snapchat. You get the crazy experiences.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but I'm
Antonio
just giving you my reason.
You think Antonio Brown would piss in my shower?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You think
All
he would?
over yourself.
That's fucking.
You know, I do like having that kind of roommate every now and then, though.
Mirror would be all weird looking.
But number 1 on my list is
Safety.
David Bakhtiari. And I don't know how to spell his name, but there we go. But I just feel like Big Dave, I've seen him throw down some beers. I've seen some comical videos of him just joking around. He seems like a funny guy. And you want to have a big hoss roommate that you can go drinking with, who's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going with, David Bakhtiari.
Similar vein, my number 1 is Rob Gronkowski.
Do it.
Because
Before we start this, I might have to like start writing down my pick for your number 1 and then like showing it at the end to see if I can get it.
Because his party ambition, I would never have to do anything. Just like wake up. Oh, it's just gonna be here. And he has so many different ways of having fun. Like it wouldn't just be like, hey, like another weekend we're just gonna listen to music and drink. He's like, no, I have a clown that juggles chainsaws, and we also have a pool full of Jello. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd probably be the best roommate, and he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Gronk's a good time, I'm sure. But
I will say the what is that shit called? The fucking the bank that's only for the military.
USAA.
Yeah, so the USAA commercial.
I'm special.
Yeah, they make him out to like have a mental incapacitation. Like,
But see, Gronk is in a place where he like gets that that's his lane.
yeah,
And he's not that stupid, obviously, but he's
He's
smart
playing the
enough to
character.
Play that.
Yeah.
totally. But he just, I don't know, maybe they kind of coach you like, hey, can you really overplay how stupid you are for thinking that USAA was not only for the military? Because all their commercials, he doesn't say anything about the actual bank itself and like any rates or their like programs. It's always just like, hey, I want it. Well, sorry, too bad. It's only for the military. And
Yeah.
that's their like banking. I don't know.
Pretty
Regardless,
exclusive.
I feel like they're they exploited him a little bit there.
Yeah.
Like, what's your member number? Oh,
Well-
87. Oh, I'm special. Like, no, it's not. No.
I'm sure they paid him handsomely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That
Definitely.
was a big boy check. So I mean, if they would have told me like, hey, I think you need to act a little extra silly for, you know, this $2 million check, like for sure. And he probably
Yeah.
gets like what is it called? Like not royalties, but every time it's played, he gets like a fucking little cha-ching.
I don't think that's how commercials work.
Yeah, it can be in the contract.
I don't think so.
Anything can be in the contract.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be in the contract, but I don't think that's. I think that's how like syndicated television works. But either way, Jake, you are going to have to spell check all my answers as well before you post. I think we should get in the habit of that, just in general. It's not a you dig, Jake. That's a graphics team dig.
Which is me. But I mean, listen, it would, like I said, if you guys would email me all these photos and spell these things right, like that would really help.
All right. Well,
But-
see this. I'm glad we had this dialogue because now we
Yeah,
can.
and now people can see behind the scenes.
Now they know
I
about
always
our
wondered-
in-house graphics team.
I always wondered why they misspelled things.
They thought it was Julian Edelman, but my number one is Jamal Williams from the Lions, because a lot of people are just coming onto it this year, but I was kind of up on the Jamal Williams action last year with some Green Bay locker room interviews and stuff. Dude's just really funny. Seems like
Yeah.
a genuine happy guy all the time. It's cracking jokes. They mic'd him up in practice and he was just talking to himself, having a good time. I think he'd just be a fun presence. Now, I really hope Jamal Williams isn't like the happy all the time guy, but he's really sad on the inside guy, because that would make me sad. So I hope Jamal's okay. I hope that's not a front. He's my number one.
Oh, I thought you were saying you hope that he wasn't a happy all the time guy.
No. I hope he is, but I feel like sometimes people like that are the people who's like, oh yeah, he killed himself. You're like, "What?"
Overcompensate to hide. Yep.
Yeah. You think because he's depressed, he's in Detroit, maybe he's masking it with all these silly
No, 'cause-
goosies?
'cause he was like
Well,
that in Green
they
Bay.
are calling Detroit the new LA. So he might be on the upturn.
Who's saying that, Jake?
There's probably someone in Detroit.
Scott Van Pelt.
Some crackhead on the street.
I don't know.
He
But
thinks he's still in LA. He just meandered all the way over to fucking Detroit.
This is the new LA.
but different from my other ones. Kyler, I think, would be fun to hang out with, but it's because he's short. Rodrigo, it's because he's a nerd who likes Legos. And Jamal, I just think he'd be a fun roommate.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a diverse offense you have as your roommates.
Thanks. And if it's the 4-piece, I think it's a fun crib.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would be. That is funny. You chose two of them so you can just be an alpha. Taller than that guy. That guy plays with Legos and looks weird. And he was just my fun buddy.
Yeah, I want to find like the worst picture of Blankenship.
Oh shit.
But all right, well, that was a fun game. You ready to
No one's
kick
gonna
into
talk
to the-
about. No one's gonna talk about Austin, and he has a certain type of being the small spoon. I mean, his guys are big guys.
You're saying because of the hosses?
Yeah, he's big guys.
Antonio
Oh,
Brown's
man.
small. Austin's bigger than Antonio Brown.
I'm bigger than Antonio.
Okay, one guy, but the other.
So Austin likes to be the middle spoon.
Jake, you could be spooned by Josh Allen and Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah. And probably Julian Edelman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally the angry clown at the fair called me a string bean. So someone who went to clown school calling you a string bean means you're a string bean.
At the Cherry
But
Fest.
Yeah.
you know what? That's why we took that little anecdote we had in the beginning that none of our viewers are going to get to see or hear
Yeah.
out of that.
Yeah.
Had your dad known that stipulation, he wouldn't have said that mean
True.
comment.
But now, without further ado, we're going to head into everybody's actual favorite segment.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
Now we
Jake,
got through that fucking dog shit segment. That's fucking. We can
I
go
don't know
to
if you realize this, Jake, But unless it's a new segment, I always say everyone's favorite segment for everyone.
Yeah. That see,
So-
we just finished my new segment. Jake tells a joke, and Hunter doesn't get it. That was a
Oh.
fun one.
Oh,
What's up?
Hey,
reverse Uno.
what can I say? I got. But all right, all BFF team. We're gonna save the best for last. Next week, we're gonna get to our coach, our mascot, our stadium, and finally our quarterback. This week, we're gonna kick it off with the kicker and the punter and the kick returner. So I think kicker's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
Justin- Oh,
No,
Yeah,
it's
Just
J-Tuck.
yeah, it's just
easily.
Yeah. I mean, 66 yards made Dan Campbell lose all hope.
yeah. So Jay Tucker, that's easy.
The
Easy.
goat.
Are you picking coach too?
What?
Are you picking coach as well next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Coach, mascot, stadium, and quarterback, and backup quarterback.
Now, who you guys going
Actually,
with?
let's do our backup quarterback today because they hold.
We should have a backup quarterback.
Now, is it a real backup quarterback?
What do you mean?
Is it a starting quarterback who
No, it's a backup. Like he's a guy who would hold the
Quarterback.
extra point in Madden.
okay, like a clipboard guy?
Yeah,
All right, yeah, we can do that.
Oh, you mean a Trevor Lawrence?
Oh,
Ooh.
got twice on one show. That's that's gonna hurt me. I don't know if I'm gonna be here for the next one, guys.
Somebody who's happy just to hide the pain on the inside.
I hope I'm not a Jamal Williams type.
well, who you guys going with for the punter, huh?
I don't know.
Fucking no.
Now, I had to do some deep diving.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I was
You
like,
thinking like Brett Kern?
You see, I looked at the stats, Hunter, and the Raiders punter, AJ Cole,
Yeah.
is leading the league in yards per punt, 53 yards per punt. Everyone
That
else
is-
is like 44, 45. But Hunter, listen,
That's his net.
that's his yards per punt. His net is like 45, but still higher than everyone's.
Okay.
But 12 punts inside the 20, long of 71, only 25 years old, 6'4".
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Sure. Can't
Let's go
just
with that guy.
numbers, you know. We are a number podcast.
I still don't know his name, so if you want to type that in, yeah,
AJ Cole on the Raiders.
cool.
Every time that Derek Carr can't get it done, this guy comes out on the field.
Cool. Okay, who's our returner?
So
Is it going to be Jamal Agnew because he has 2 returns this year? One tied for the longest in NFL history.
well,
What was that?
I have Jamal Agnew and I have Cordero Patterson down.
Okay.
Cordero, however, has been used like as an actual offensive player this year, not on special teams.
That's why I would turn away from Cordero because it's a this year kind of deal. And I was
Yeah.
honestly joking about Jamal Agnew because I just wanted to say a Jaguar, but I would be cool with that.
No,
I don't know
think-
if anybody
don't
else
know-
this year.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else you'd put over Jamal Agnew. Hasn't he had? He's had 2 long returns for touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he had one the week before he did the one for 106.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and
that Bills return that got called back.
Yeah,
I'd be so
Isaiah
proud of this,
McKenzie.
dude.
McKenzie's a really good returner, but
cool.
it always
Getting,
gets held back.
getting Jamal Agnew in there, I like it. So this one I haven't thought about at all. Who's our backup QB?
Quarterback.
Yeah, so this
mean-
this has to be somebody who's not gonna steal the spotlight.
So
At
not
all.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
No.
See, here's my thought, right? Because we're picking them today because they also could be a holder, correct?
Mhm.
I would think Lamar Jackson.
No,
Usually, when you have to, if the kick goes wrong, or the field goal goes wrong, you want someone who can hot dog in there.
I agree with you completely. If we were picking from anybody, but this is a
Oh,
guy
You
who isn't a starter.
I see. You
Yeah.
have to pick a current backup quarterback.
Yeah, I know we didn't do that for running backs, but I feel like teams like the Browns basically have two
Well,
starting
that,
running
and like
backs. So.
I think we had like our linebacker, like our safeties. Maybe we flip flopped. Like maybe, oh, he's a left tackle, and we put him at right or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But okay.
So yeah, backup QB, I think. Backup.
I
So.
feel like you can't go wrong.
Like
with
Deshaun Watson, maybe?
I was thinking like Chad Henne.
No.
Chad Henne, dude, he came in last year. The
No.
Browns, Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes got hurt. He came in. It was like 4th and 1. Andy Reid rolled him out. Tyreek Hill, first down. Chad Henne, dude.
I'm looking up some QBs.
Chad Henne's 36 years old. He's seen everything.
This is
Oh
not
my
a suit.
God, dude. You're forgetting about like
Taysom Hill.
Nick Foles?
Wow.
I mean, what has he done besides the Philly?
I mean, that won him a Super Bowl. But we got Nick Foles. We got
Tyrod,
AJ McCarron.
Mitch Trubisky,
Yeah.
There's a Mitch.
Mike Glennon,
Andy Dalton.
Joe Flacco.
Ooh. Could probably do Gardner Minshew.
Whatever
Gardner
happened
Minshew is an
to Brian Hoyer? Is he still around?
I think was
Somewhere.
Patriots last.
You don't like Case Keenum?
Case Keenum is now a starter.
What?
So Case Keenum is now a starter.
But
Where?
he's technically
Wow.
that just means that he's doing a good
Oh,
job as the
yeah, that just
backup.
means he is filling his backup role.
Okay.
He would never start over Baker. But I think, at least the way I'm thinking about this, Case Keenum is a guy who, like, if you drafted a rookie quarterback, he's not going to be like itching to start over him. He's definitely going to be like rearing that rookie and being like, hey, bud, this is how you do it. Come on. Like, he's going to be teaching and nurturing.
Come on, little bud.
Well, we can get that out of Colt McCoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Chase Daniel. Difficult decision.
What do you got against Case Keenum? Huh?
I think I really liked him coming out of college. I think I wanted the Bills to draft him.
All right. Well, Jake, who do you want as our backup?
Marcus
I mean-
Mariota's on there too. He can hold the shit out of football.
I feel like we're gonna knock it out of the park with starting quarterback. So they're gonna be more just fulfilling this holder role. So I would put Gardner Minshew in there just for the energy.
Gardner Minshew's like a third stringer. I do like him, but Austin, you said Marcus Mariota. I don't mind that.
Marcus Mariota.
He comes in, they signed him to a decent deal because John Gruden liked him.
Yeah, John Gruden.
Rip.
So we going with Marcus?
I'd be cool with that. If Jake's cool with that.
Sure, yeah. Oh, holding the ill will overall.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota. Now, I will say next week when we get to starting quarterback, I hope you guys aren't on the same page.
I think
I'm not going to be mad if you are, because I understand, but I do think there's someone better, and we can talk about that next week. But
Alright.
I definitely don't want who Austin wants.
listen, my mind is wide open.
No, it's not.
There's
Your
about
mind is not open.
about 4 or 5 guys that are neck and neck for me.
All right. Whatever you say. So Jake, are you thinking about what Austin's thinking about for quarterback? Are you on that wavelength?
Most likely, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try and tentacle you out of that.
Was that supposed to be like you diddle us?
No.
No. Yeah, I mean you went like this.
Yeah, it's tentacles, like puppet master. And Austin, I didn't like that subliminal
Like
message.
something that sucks on your brain like this.
Yeah, like a squid monster.
Like a,
But
like,
anything else you guys want to get in before we get out? I like that. That's a fun closer. Anything else you guys want to get in before we get out?
Get it in before we got to get out.
Yeah.
yeah, get in, get out, get clean.
Yeah.
That's all I have besides wishing the Pirates of the Caribbean episode was.
Good fucking go.
uploaded.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna know except for us.
It's basically
Cage.
the Cuckoo tapes.
As soon
It's a cuckoo.
as soon
That's a
as
real name.
I
That's
like
like
a free
the
weekend, I'm just gonna bow.
Lost Ark of the Covenant, the Cuckoo tapes.
Yeah.
But all right, Jake, can you turn it?
Where is he?
He's out puffing the Joni.
All right, cool.
He
Well
looked
then,
like he was joned.
I guess find us on YouTube where you found us. Find us on Instagram at Pro Football Focus, and find us on Twitter at Pro Football Focus with 1L. But until next time, episode 56, the Dante Fowler Jr. episode, we will see you next time.